Hello, I'm here. Hello, oops.
What took you so long?
And I'm here twice. Welcome in, everybody, from the 20 rating agents. Oh, goodness. Siobhan the writer has rated in 2 Clockwocket stream. Clockwocket went down. I'm so sorry. But we are back. We are keeping this train running. Thank you so much, Siobhan, for the raid. I didn't notice that either. Oh, how, what a raid. Wow, what a raid. Thank you so much, everyone, for helping keep us on track, because a lot can happen. But I've always said, hold on, let me get my treehouse back up, sorry. I've always said that I love how OHHOW is so smoothly running, even when things happen. So I appreciate you guys. I had to put my ears back on. What's an OHHOW stream without tech issues, says Coffee. What's a stream on Twitch without tech issues, actually? It just doesn't happen. Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much. Yes, if anybody had words and minutes from Clock, please go ahead and tell us what they are. I know some people were waiting till the end. I'm so sorry, but you guys can count them here, please. We will still count them for Clocks. Before we start any sprints here, we're gonna count this for Clocks, okay? I don't know who the word mod was for Clock, but can we do that? Yes, thank you. 40 minutes for Clock. Here we go. Thank you. Yes, Des. I forgot. Yes, Des. Thank you. Can you please count these for Clock? $40. That's awesome. I personally didn't get a chance to do any words for Clock, but I did. I was doing my server dailies, so that was some productive time, I guess, if that can count. I could put some minutes. I don't know if that would count, but let me know if any anybody, any authority mods are in the chat who can tell me. That can count? Okay. So I would think that I was probably about 30 minutes productivity. I'll put it in the chat. 30 productivity minutes for Clock. Clockwocket. I'm gonna shout out Clockwocket, by the way. You guys, please do follow Clockwocket. Such a great streamer. Also a Tome Knight. Also an Ambolite. Also just a lovely writing community streamer. And I hope that Clock is able to get their computer back up, because that was quite a lot. Don't worry, Clock, you're good. All right. Tara only wrote 37 words. That's fine. That's still good. Words are words. Welcome in, Tara. Yeah, Coffee, thanks for the updates here. But yes, Clock, I hope that they get their computer good, because that's a lot. I had a computer do that once, something similar. It was very frustrating to lose a lot of stuff on there too if you're not able to get it back working. Demona Rose with 139 words also for the houses. Much love to you. Coffee Quill says 37 more than before, though. Yes, to Tara. Indeed. All words. Nice words. Great words. So was that all the words for Clock? We want to make sure we get it in. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. We're probably going to just do a quick break since we just kind of abruptly jumped over here. That's 176 words in 70 minutes for Clock Stream. Let's give some cheers for Clock Walk It. Such a great stream. Everybody, a round of applause. And please do check out Clock Walk It. Such an awesome bean. That was such an interesting story also that Clock was working on. So I so hope that Clock is able to save the progress, because I would really love to read that story. All right. All right, let's get this resting clock up on the screen. We're going to rest for about 10 minutes since we kind of abruptly got over here. While we're resting, let's chat about what we're working on, guys. So we got 10 minutes to rest for a second and get back in. What were you guys working on? What kind of progress have you all been doing? Coffee says, I'm going to have dinner, then work on the For the Words work. Nice. Well, God bless, much success, sending prayers, love and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you for all of your mod work, all of your lovely just chilling out and hanging out with us as always, and I hope you have a lovely and delicious dinner. Tested says, I've got more story cards for this young adult story. Awesome. That's great. Well, I hope that they are shaping up into a good plot. Like you're gonna be like that meme gif where the guy has all those red string boards and stuff. Hopefully it's not that chaotic. I'll eventually have dinner. Says Coffee. Oh man, you're not free of me yet. Okay, well, I'm glad that we're not free of you yet, but I hope that you are able to actually take care of yourself and eat something, because I just ate something. So I'm glad I was able to quickly eat it before my stream. I thought I did have a bit more time, but I didn't. But that's good that I got done eating in time. Working on a new work in progress, adding more novels in my series. Awesome, Desdemona Rose. Tested says, literally me with all my stories though. Yeah, exactly. That string board. Siobhan, welcome in. Can I report Clock's words? Yes. Did Clock tell you words? Because we are asking the Discord. 500 words! Awesome! That's amazing! Great job! Tested says everything ties to everything else. Exactly. And then when you find that one missing link, you're like, oh my goodness. That blows the case wide open, right? But yes, you guys are about to be in an ad soon. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads to let me know, exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. But we are just chilling out right now. There's still about 7 minutes and 30 seconds left in the resting clock. I'm glad we got Clock's words. Yes, the stream is now up to 676 words for Clock. Awesome. Thank you so much, Des, for that update. And thank you, Siobhan, for reporting that. All right, let me see. During this resting period, I'm going to get my document back up. And I am going to also put my copy this again. Hold on. Alright, it did it. I formatted it differently this time. Alright. Let's stretch. Make sure to take breaks. Make sure to hydrate. Alright, we have about 14 seconds left in the ads. And we have about 5 minutes left in the break. Alright, you guys should be back from the ads. If you're back, welcome back. We have about 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in our break time. We're just chilling out for a bit. And we're going to get back into the sprinting soon. We're going to do a 15-5 this time. 15-minute sprints, 5-minute breaks. We are also back in the treehouse, but you will notice maybe, if you were here earlier, that the treehouse was at night at first. But now we are in the daytime treehouse because it was like 4 a.m. for me, and the sun was not out yet when I first streamed. But now that we are well, it was going to be 8 a.m. It's about 7:20 right now. And it is a little bit sunny. It's not that sunny. It's still kind of cloudy here, just like it is on the little thing. Because it is raining. It is not raining here yet, I don't think. But it's been cloudy lately here. And it has been not the sunniest. But it's okay. It is spring. If you do want to check out where I got this lovely video ambiance from, there is an awesome YouTube channel called Virtuescapes, and they have so many lovely ambiance videos. They make these themselves. This particular one doesn't even like use AI or anything. They animate these things. They use their 3D rendering and stuff to make these all on their own, and it's quite a lovely channel, if I do say so myself. So do check them out if you like ambiance videos on YouTube and such. We have about 3 minutes left in the resting. And we can make sure that we hydrate as well. There is an exclamation point hydrate, and I will use it so that everybody can hydrate.
Please remember to keep yourself hydrated. Having an agent pass out from dehydration is so uncouth.
Thank you so much also to Elhawk, who is the one who actually wrote that part. And I said that was so on brand for the character. Elhawk knows the character so well. Alright, also, Siobhan the writer is in the chat. I believe Siobhan did raid Clock and then raid us. So I am going to shout out Siobhan. I had to wait a bit because they give me a timeout before shouting another person out. But check out Siobhan the writer as well. Just like Clockwocket is also quite a nice writer in the community. I think that Siobhan at least used to do some tome stuff, but I do know that Siobhan is an Anvilite indeed, and they have lots of cool stuff on World Anvil, so do check out, and lots of writing and stuff like that. So feel free to check out Siobhan the writer, and the Dragon Rider on Twitch. So do make sure to put that dragon in there and follow the channel. If you were streaming earlier, what were you streaming? Let us know. Were you doing writing? How did the stream go? We have about 1 minute left on this resting clock. And it's almost time for the sprints. Alright, it is time for the sprint. 15 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Here we do talk through sprints if you want to, but if you want to stay quiet, you can also stay quiet through sprints. Let's go, says Coffee. Yes, indeed. But yes, if you chat in the chat, I will chat back. But if you want to stay quiet and lurk and work, feel free to do so, because that is very productive. I'm gonna join with my same words. I'm probably gonna work on my Discord daily still. You got about 6 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Time's up. How did you guys do that sprint? Let us know in the chat. I am gonna make this 5-minute rest. Now, I personally just did, I guess I can put 15 productivity minutes. I'm not sure who the word count mod is for today. I don't know if it's still Des for now. Probably. Until 8 o'clock my time, which is on the hour. Yes, okay. Thank you so much, Des. I appreciate it. It's going to be 15 minutes of productivity for me. Tested is doing 15 minutes of outlining. Great job. I have to try and remember how teenagers become friends with each other. Understandable. Des says, I am going to give myself 10 minutes of time as well. I was looking up some timeline stuff for my writing. Great job. JK Lambo is here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. How are you? It is OHHOW time, and we are doing some productivity sprints. Desdemona says, I was a super quiet teenager. I waited for some bored extrovert to drag me along. Yeah, makes sense. Everyone's different. Everybody makes friends differently, I would say. I'm not sure how your teens are in your story, but they probably are getting along quite nicely. Tested says, for me, it's just weird. It's just be weird and introduce myself. Understandable. Yeah, I was the same. To be honest, I made friends at school. Desmona says, my kid is the opposite. He's the extrovert picking up the friends. Yes, understandable. I am weird, where I am just like, sometimes I can be considered, a lot of people think I'm very much of an extrovert because they see how I am like with people and stuff. But then some people think I'm very much of an introvert depending on the crowd I'm in, because I might not be talking as much or I might not do certain things. But yes, it is very strange. I don't know what I am. Some people might say an ambivert. I have 40 minutes total for that last sprint, says Desdemona Rose. Great job, you all. And do know that if you do not want to or cannot report here, you can also report in the game, the OHHOW Discord by going to the Add My Words Please channel. Tested says the extrovert introvert thing isn't so much about how you socialize, more about how much energy you gain from interaction. Yeah, that's another thing where I feel like I'm very weird because I'm very weird. Okay. Anyways, it is time for the next sprint. 15 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Ambiverts can switch. Extroverts need socializing or they go crazy. Introverts can get exhausted from being around people. Understandable. Coffee says it depends on the interaction. That is kind of true. I personally am weird where I don't necessarily need anything, but I also don't necessarily get exhausted. But if I do get exhausted, I just do it anyway. That's why I say I'm very weird. Welcome in. It is Yik been here. I just came to say good morning. Hello, 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 and happy time zone to you. How are you? Also, I see you have the Artemis badge. I didn't watch it on Twitch. But yeah, that was a rant for last stream. I'll leave it alone. Tested says easiest litmus test. How well do you cope during COVID lockdown? I mean, cope is just like not really the word. I just personally am just like regardless. Desdemona says, yeah, and that's always layered with other aspects of you as well, how you were raised, past traumas, etc., and other things can add layers. Exactly. And what I will say is, for me, one of the things that happened with me was not much changed during COVID for me. Because for one, I was a homeschooled child. So I was very used to not going out all the time. I was very used to doing a lot of stuff online. And I was also an essential worker, being a cashier, so I still had to go to work. I didn't I didn't have any, oh no, I have to stay at home. This is weird working from home, because I also already worked from home doing my freelance stuff and all that. And then when I got hired at my office job that was a work from home, they just sent my stuff to the house. I was totally normal. Now, my normal behavior wasn't because of the things that were happening in the world. It was just the fact that most people felt very distressed because they were withdrawn from socialization. That's understandable. That's just not how I was. But I was also not like, when I'm around people, feeling like I need to get away from people. Because I'm just weird. I'm just super weird. Yeah, it says, JK, I've seen you here before. Good morning to you as well. JK says, thanks for the reminder. How's writing, or what are you working on? Tested says, thank you for your service. Cashier work in that era was crazy. It was. It can still be sometimes. Des says, I need social interaction of some sort. Being cooped up too much makes me cranky, but also people exhaust me. But big social things like anime conventions, where I can geek out and be my weird self, gives me energy, even surrounded by people. Understandable. One of the things that I'm saying with me, why I say I'm weird, is because if I never go to a con, it's not like I'm freaking out. But if I have to always go out to cons, it's not like I'm freaking out. I just do it. Because I'm just very weird, where I just am like about almost everything. It's very difficult to describe. I don't know if anybody's like that, but yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't know if I'm an introvert or an extrovert. Yeah, it says, I'm not here to work on projects, I'm here to say hi to the cool people. Says hi back, says Coffee Quills, self-declaring themselves as a cool person. They are a cool person. JK says, LOL, that works too. Dez is also waving, I believe. Everybody is saying hi. Mod love, says Yike. Yes, I have mods now because this is the OHHOW raid train. Usually I don't have mods. But you have to have mods for OHHOW, and it's good you do, because we just had a tech issue that was a great saver where a mod was able to raid when the streamer couldn't. So that's why we have it. Cause everyone's cool, says Coffee. Yes. JK says, I'm brainstorming ideas for chapter 26 of 30 for my pastry chef Arrival's novel. We have 9 minutes and 38 seconds left on the sprinting clock. But we can chat. I like to chat too. It's good to chat. Clickety clack clack clackety. Thank you, Darth, for the clicky clicky. Tessa says trying to remember what the second trial was meant to be for the plot points. Oh no! Please do remember it. Sometimes that happens. That's why I'm like, sometimes I just brain dump, like you said earlier. Brain dump, get all that stuff out of your head, because soon you might forget, especially if things are so, like, varied, layered, and hectic in your work. You could just like, oh no, what was that? And I've done that before too, and I'm like, oh no. Maybe I'll remember one day. My original notes simply say, expose. And you're like, past tested, exposed what? Exposed what? Remember. That's how I am too. You know, just the other day, I was like, there's a character, and I remembered the character's mom, and I was like, wait, I'm not gonna make up a new name for this character's mom. I know the character's mom's name, but what is her name? And I kept like, wait a second, I think I have this like written down somewhere. And then I found my document where I just brain dumped a lot of stuff, and I was looking through the document and it kept saying her mom, her mom, her mom. I'm like, come on, did I not write her name? And at the end I found it said Rosemary, her mom, in parentheses. I'm like, ah, yes. Past me did not fail. I was so thankful that I actually had wrote it, because I was like, oh my goodness. And the bad thing would be if I said, okay, let's think of a new name for the mom, and then I found out the original name, I would have been like, oh my goodness, no. That's why I like World Anvil, because it's really cool and it helps you keep track of your stuff. You guys are about to be in an ad though, I think. Exclamation point ad to let me know, exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. We got 6:39 left on this sprinting clock. Righty. You guys should be back if you are back. Welcome back. I will catch up with the chat now. We do have 4 minutes left on the sprinting clock. I wanted to make sure I wasn't talking to you guys while you guys are in the ad. Let's see. I keep notes in Obsidian, so there's a doc there with all the names. Nice. Desdemona says, I have a chaos system with both a world anvil timeline and a multi-tab Google Sheet outline. Yes. Tested says, okay, I found the brain dump thread on Discord. Yes. The event was a hostage situation, so I have no idea how I was supposed to remember that from Exposed. But I think that's when the media finds out about her brother being the chosen one. So that's fun. Interesting. Desdemona says, a hostage situation leading to the world finding out there's a chosen one does sound exciting. It really does. Yeah, it says her mom would just have to have a bunch of nicknames in that situation. That could be actually funny if every time the mom has a different name, provided the audience gets that it's intentional. Yeah, that's interesting. But you know, this is also a pirate character, so it would make sense for her to have some different names. Darth, of course, says front! Exclamation point front, which thank you, Darth, for that. See what you did there. That's because Darth has Twitch Turbo, so Darth has no ads. Thank you so much for subscribing to Twitch Turbo. Tested says the brother is 13, so she's being really protective and involved. So the brother was like the hostage, or the brother was holding people hostage? Because I was not clear on that. Okay, so, alright. It's time for tea. We need tea now, because you're about to spill the tea here. Exclamation point tea, unfortunately, isn't a thing, but it should be. It really should be. I should make it. The closest thing I have is this. Tested says, there's a prophecy and it says the Ascendant, aka Chosen One, has to complete 5 trials before they can save the world. Trial 1. Undo a malignance, aka they undo the magic someone else has used to harm others. This isn't meant to be doable, of course. That's one of the reasons why, of course, if you do it, then obviously you're the chosen one, because like nobody can do that, right? Time's up. How did you guys do that sprint? Let us know in the chat. I believe Des is still our workout mod for today. Thank you so much, Desdemona Rose. And if you have minutes, you can also do that too. You can also report your words in the OHHOW Discord server. 5 minutes, great job. Took pictures of the cat, which probably doesn't count. Understandable. But at least you have pictures of cat, right? I didn't even join that one. Wow. Okay. Anyways, after this, I should probably be able to actually do words this time and actually type. That definitely counts as Yike. I don't know if it does. Darth ID. Darth is tired. Okay, Darth is tired. Please do get rest, Darth, if you need to get rest. It is good to take care of yourself. Let's see. Trial 2 says tested. Save the doomed. I mean, the domed? Is it doomed? Save the domed? So the ascendant is meant to rescue people who are meant to be unalived. Understandable. I think you meant doomed then. I think I was correct when I said save the doomed. Okay. Luke, brother, or luck, not sure, finds a way to do this using his magic, but the event is televised at the time. Hostage situation. So, like, he's on camera and now the world knows. Alright, makes sense. Yes, it is doomed. Okay. Great job, Darth. Oh my goodness. Now, Desdemona, do not count all those words because I don't think that was all done during this stream. But that is a great word count. 10,350 words total for Darth during Game of Tones this month. Way to go. Tara says, I think I need to actually put all these characters in World Anvil. I can't remember which is in what team exactly. So the project, the pirate project, is not my current project. As many of you know, my current project is Secret Agent Someone, but I still work on other stories and projects sometimes on the side, and I was doing something in the pirate project, and I have the world in World Anvil, but I don't have the character of the mom in World Anvil, so I should probably put it in there. But I think that that world was the first world I put on World Anvil, maybe. I know it was the first character. The main character of that project is the first character I put on World Anvil. Yeah. Nachoholic is here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Darth has started a heist. Exclamation point heist and a number between 1 and 25 if you like to start. Desdemona says, I figured they were Game of Tones words. That would be an impressive sprint count. Yes, in 15 minutes. That's crazy. Nice word, Darth, says Tara. Yike says, I have to go now. Get ready for church. Have a blessed rest of the stream. God bless. Much success to you, Yike. Sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you have a blessed service at church. Thank you also, Galaxy, for the lurk. God bless, much success. Sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate your continued support. Coffee says, have a great one, Yike. Welcome in, Nachoholic. Goes to add new world into World Anvil, says Tara. Yes. All the worlds, all the worlds, all the worlds, all the worlds. We have about 30 seconds left in this rusting sprint, and then we're gonna head in to another 15-minute sprint. I think that's World 8 now. Goodness, that's a lot of worlds. Alright, it's time for another sprint. 15 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. And I'm gonna have to redo my word count because I accidentally messed it up the other time. Not with you, Desdemona. Just in my server I was doing sprints. If you guys want to join us in my server, where we are in an actual thread where we can, you know, hang out and counter words with the bot, feel free to join. I joined wrong the other time, so I accidentally made it think that I had 0 words because I did 0 words that sprint. All right, let's see. Darth says, I think I enjoy doing booty bodyguard camp with Daz and the Litz games. Yes, that is why you have so many words, probably. Is there a bodyguard boot camp this time? Because I don't think I remember seeing it. Maybe I missed it. JK is currently trying to find a good iPhone charger on Amazon because mine finally gave out yesterday night. Oh no! I hope you're able to find one because not having a charging cord is very annoying. If there's a bodyguard boot camp in November, I'm going to join in then, says Desdemona. Tara says, yes, there is in the Discord on Friday and Saturday, depending on time zone. Every Friday, says Darth. Oh, interesting. So it's not like a document like last time where you can just choose to do these days. You have to actually meet up and do it. Makes sense. I guess that's why I didn't see it. There is documentation. Understandable. There is a document pinned in the voice chat. Okay. Makes sense. Are you obligated to attend the session if you want to do it, or is it free like last time? Pretty sure it's free, just fun to have the weekly meetup as well. Understandable. You don't have to join voice chat, but it's fun to listen and cause chaos. Understandable. Got it. All right. I think I finally did the thing, and I should be able to do more words this sprint. We got 10:40 on the clock for all these printers out there. Thanks so much for reporting the words, Tara. 76 words. Desdemona, I know that we are in a sprint, but there are some more words from Tara in the chat if you did catch it. Some of you guys are about to be in an ad. Got him? Thank you so much. Some of you guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads to let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you are back. Or exclamation point front to let me know that you have Twitch Turbo or you're subscribed. Making my second coffee and then I will write something. Sounds good, Desdemona. Hope it's delicious. I did have tea earlier. Maybe I should have another cup? Something's with my key there. Okay. Study with Usha says, did I hear the magical word tea? Yes, you did. Thanks so much for the lurk, Coffee. God bless. So much success, sending prayers, love, and how's your way always. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope you are getting dinner now. All right, time's up. How did you guys do that sprint? Let me know in the chat. We're gonna do a 5-minute resting. 5, 8, 5, 5. Oh, that was just 192 words for me. That wasn't very many words, but I did do the thing, so hopefully I'll do more words. Oh no, it's doing that cutting up thing again. I hope it doesn't keep doing that. Tested says 15 mins again. Like as much does the Monorose for keeping track of the minutes and words. And if you would like to report your words without putting them in the Twitch chat, if you can't or such, please do. Feel free to join the OHHOW Discord, and you can report your words in the Add My Words Please channel. Usha has given 15 productivity minutes as well. Way to go. "313 on the resting clock. Be sure to stretch. Get yourself something to eat, something to drink. Something to snack on. Rest your eyes for a bit. Roll your neck and your shoulders. Fix your posture. Get comfy. I think I'm gonna make another poll. Alrighty. We're gonna have this poll run for about 5 minutes. Which do you think you are? A pantser, a planner, a plantser, or a no idea? Please feel free to vote and poll. Des has got all the minutes and words. Thank you so much, Desdemona Rose. We have about 1 minute left in the resting clock. We're gonna head into another 15-minute sprint. Alright, it's time for another sprint. 15 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Tested says, I think I misclicked on the poll. I swear I clicked Plantser. I did. I do see one vote for Plantser. I also tried to put the emoji next to it so that, because some of the words look very similar. So I put pants, I put a calendar for planner, I put a plant, and I put a shrug. So I do see one vote for I see 2 votes for a Plantser. And I see 2 votes for a Pantser with the pants. So we'll see. I voted Plantser too, says Usha. Nice. I heard the term discovery writer instead of pantser, and I like that very much. Yes, we talked about that in the previous stream as well. I said discovery writer is the closest thing to what I think I am, because a lot of times it just is not. The way I write is so weird. But when I heard about discovery writers, then I was like, yeah, that's kind of it. I'm just figuring it out as I go. The characters have their own mind. They're just doing what they're doing. Usha says, there are some parts I love to outline and some I never do. Usha says same about discovery writers. Caternator says, I'm back. We back. And Plantser wins by 50%. 33% say Pantser and 17% say Planner. Darth says Usha, and Usha says Darth, and Usha says everyone's back. All right. You guys are about to be in an ad. Exclamation point ads to let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. 10 minutes and 57 seconds on that clock for you sprinters. right. You guys should be back from the ads. If you're back, welcome, welcome back. Usha asks, how are you to Darth? Darth says, tired. Nap. Take a nap, perhaps? Says Usha. And Darth says, I did sleep. I'm still in bed. Saw Wordy Girl on, so I had to join. Well, thank you so much for the support. But if you are still in bed and you are sleepy, please do continue to rest. I know it's quite early in your time zone. It really is. If you need to rest, please do. You've done a lot of words. And you've done a lot of things. Sometimes it's harder to get back to sleep. Understandable. Well, I hope you're able to just rest then and chill out here. Lady Maeve says sometimes sleep is hard. Yes. So our words, says Darth. Yes, sometimes words are also hard. .444 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. I have more coffees. This doesn't wanna. I clicked planner, but depends on what I'm writing. Really, my main project has a lot of planning. It's too complex for me to just hash it out. Understandable. Kofi Streambot is in the chat to let you know if you do donate while I'm live, fun things can happen. Tested says, feel that. With my fanfics, I'm a pantser, but with original stories, I at least have a skeleton and then figure out where the organs and flesh go as I write. Understandable. I feel like you gotta do some degree of planning for OG stuff. Interesting. That is an interesting take on it. 2 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock for all these sprinters out there. Great, now I got the song Spooky Scary Skeletons in my head. Oh goodness. On that note, I have enough story cards to feel confident to keep writing properly. So yay. Congratulations. Des says, yeah, I am flexible with the planning, but I stay flexible so the characters can be themselves, but I need some kind of direction or it will just be me going on tangents for 50k words. That's understandable. Tested says, you're welcome to Darth about the Spooky Scary Skeleton song. Alright, we're gonna put a 5-minute timer for the resting. How did you guys do in that sprint? Let us know in the chat. And if you do not or cannot let us know in the chat, feel free to click that link and it will take you to the OHHOW Discord server where you can announce your word count in the designated channel. did 292 words that time. Alright, let's see. When characters have their own ideas and keep stealing the story from you. Interesting. Yeah. It's 10:40 p.m. Should I make myself a coffee so I can stay up and get more written? This is tested. I don't know about that. If you feel like you need to take a rest, please do. Study with Usha says, yes, plus I find that sometimes if I outline characters before writing the story, the characters might be too rigid. I think they're more flexible if they're not planned to the T beforehand, if that makes sense. Tested has 15 minutes of outlining. Usha says maybe a teensy tiny cup of coffee for tested. I also have reported 290 words. Desdemona says it does to the rigidity. Just a thimbleful, says tested. Tara has reported 78 words. Tested says BRB getting a pint of coffee. That sounds like the opposite of the thimble. Darth says, gosh, I remember Mickey Mouse, Goofy, and Donald Duck in Lonesome Ghosts. Yeah. You're talking about the old-fashioned cartoons. Des says, stream is up to 1312 words in 160 minutes. That's quite a lot. Great job. I don't even know what the final total of my previous stream was because we just rated out immediately. But we are approaching the end of the second hour technically, even though it would be the first hour if it wasn't for the mishap earlier. But I guess this is going to be about a 3-hour stream. We have 1, 2, 3 on the resting clock. Do get your stretches. Do take care. Perhaps I should get myself some more tea. I have now tasted all of the tea time collection of the baked goods. But I do still have this fruit. It's green tea sampler. Darth says it's a 3-hour tour. 3-hour tour, yes. And speaking of, well, I don't know how much speaking of that is, but Darth has redeemed tea time now. Thank you for the tea time, Darth. So, which should I try? Pineapple, peach, mango, or pomegranate? All this is back. Last stream was 641 words in 1, 2, 3 minutes. I love that minutes. Darth says roll dice. Alright, roll dice for this. So is it gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4? Or 1, 2, 3, 4? I don't know. Time for another sprint, by the way. 15 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. And I'm going to have to go to Google here. And we're gonna get Google to roll a die. 1, 2, 3, 4. That thanks for clearing that up. Alright, here we go. It is 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Mango? I think. Alright, so we're gonna try the mango Gonna try the mango tea. We'll see how it goes. Correct. Mango it up, it says. Darn. Okay. You guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ad, so let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. I forgot. Some people like unboxing, so I was like opening it without you guys being able to see or hear. So yeah, there we go. Unboxing ASMR. It smells very green tea right now. Ooh. Look at those. This is quite a lot of tea. And this was a fairly inexpensive box. And there's so many teas in here. There's 100 individually wrapped tea bags. So there's like I guess 25 of each. That's funny. So these are actually placed. Remember when we said 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4? These are actually placed like 1, 2, 3, 4 inside. Because this is this is mango. This is peach. This is pomegranate, and this is pineapples. So interesting. But we're gonna try the mango, so we'll see. Helen Art, though, is here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Helen says good time zone and happy OHHOW weekend. I hope you all are getting things done. Welcome in. Helen, how are you? Lady Maeve says hello, Helen. Hi, says Tested. Helen says, don't forget to that a mod. Oh, I think you're saying don't forget to thank a mod, an admin, a streamer, a chatter, a lurker. These events take a lot of work, and you all should be proud of yourselves for making it happen. Yes, thank you for being a mod, for being an admin, a streamer, a chatter, and a lurker. I believe that you are almost all of them. Doing well enough, slow start, and typos apparently. No worries. I hope you are able to get a good start to your day. The tea is done, so we are going to see how it tastes. Helen also says hi to Maves. This smells very green tea. It'll be about 6:45 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Thanks again to Darth for the tea time. Oopsies. The tea tag just fell into the tea. Well, keep this like this. I'll let it steep for a bit. And yes, I believe it did spill a little because of that tag. Okay. 5:41 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. time's up. How did you guys do that sprint? Let us know in the chat. Got 378 words from Millie's. And if you all don't or cannot put your word counts and minute counts in the chat here, you can do so in the Add My Words Please channel on the OHHOW Discord server. Colonel's here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Afternoon, where to go in chat. Well, happy time zone to you, Colonel. How are you? Lady Babe says hello. Two on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Some of you guys are about to be in an ad. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads to let me know, exclamation point back to let me know that you are back. And hopefully after this ad break I can taste the tea. It is quite hot right now. I'm almost done with all these things, these prompts that I'm doing. Alright, we are about to do another 15-minute sprint. 15 minutes on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Gonna join the same words. I got food instead of coffee. Yay! Food! Congrats on food. Coffee Stream Bot is in the chat to let you know that if you do donate while I'm live, then things can happen. Oh no, Darth says, yikes, iPad hit my face, lol. Did you fall asleep with it in your hands? Please do rest. .30 on the clock for all these sprinters out there. If you're just now joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. We have 9:08 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. We are chilling out and we're being productive, but if you want to chat in the chat, feel free to do so. Talking is not prohibited during sprints. Tested says I might still get a coffee, lol. Speaking of that, let me taste this mango tea. Thank you so much again to Darth for the tea. Yeah, that is not very strong tea at all. It is very green tea. It doesn't fully taste like mango. I feel like this might be one of the teas that I would want to put like 2 tea bags in because it's not very potent. But it's a nice flavor, I suppose. 7:18 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. Lady Maeve says, ouch to Darth. Also saying, to coffee. time's up. How did you guys do that sprint? Let me know in the chat. Ooh, that was a lot of words. I have reported 535 words. Tested has finished eating. Awesome. If you would like to report words and you are not in Twitch chat or would rather not comment, please do go to the OHHOW Discord server and report your words in the Add My Words Please channel. Desdemona has finally done 336 words. Great job. Be sure to stretch, guys. You guys are about to be in an ad, though. If you are in an ad, exclamation point ads, let me know. Exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. Talon has 10 minutes of editing. Great job. So far, that's 871 words in 10 minutes for this sprint. Nice. I think we're gonna make this sprint the 20-minute sprint. The final sprint of the stream. And you guys should be back from the ads. If you're back, welcome, welcome back. We are going to do one more sprint for the stream. This one is going to be 20 minutes. 20-minute sprint. Can I, in 20 minutes, finish this, the entire rest of this thing I'm working on? Let's see. I have done 24 out of 30 prompts. So it is highly possible for me to finish the rest of those prompts. Some of them could also use some expounding, which would get some words. The rest of the poems that I need to do, I am doing an April poem challenge, and there's also poem challenges to do with Game of Tomes. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm not doing poems right now because I feel that poems start making my brain think too hard. So I just want to get the words down first. because these are sprints. Speaking of sprints, we have 20 minutes on the clock for you sprinters out there. Great job, everybody, so far. This will be the last sprint of the stream. Sorry, sprint of the stream, not splint of the stream. Caternator says, I spent the last sprint researching a medical thing because my prompted character for this short story is a medic. Great. That's awesome. Congratulations to you on the research. Research is important. Is that counting as productivity minutes? If that counts as minutes, that sprint was about 15 minutes, so I don't know how much of that you did the research for. But feel free to report your minutes so Des can grab those. I have no idea if I'm right, though. I just found a convenient thread on Reddit that confirmed my assumption. Understandable. It is still research. Reddit, I have gone to Reddit before with some things. I don't take everything as canon. I don't take everything at face value, but Reddit is a valid source to at least see what some people are saying. So yeah, that's still research. I'd count 5 minutes of productivity. Alrighty, thank you so much. Oh goodness! Steffi! Oh my god! Welcome to the stream! Steph, how are you? Were you being a goth today? I saw your notification, I could not join. But welcome in with 67 agents. Stephanator, Emo, yes. I will watch that VOD. I need to watch that VOD. Really, I do. I am shouting you out, Steph. How are you? And how was your stream? How did the cosplay go?
Obligatory associate.
Thank you guys so much for the follows. Much love. We are right now doing co-working, actually. We are just doing a chill co-working stream where we're doing some writing and chatting about writing and stuff like that. Because this is part of the OHHOW raid train. And you have just added so many people. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Doki Doki, welcome in. I was so heckin' nervous, but glad I did something new and out of my comfort zone. Nice. I'm looking forward to any shorts that you make also with the outfit, but I'm gonna have to watch the VOD. I'm just gonna have to. Welcome in, Relic Guy. Welcome in. Love you, Wordy Girl. One of the world's most beautiful souls. Praise God. Oh, thank you, Chakis. How are you? Sass Nation, please follow my sister in Christ and show some love. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate it, guys. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you. How are you guys? But yes, we are doing some beautiful looking, stunning as usual. Ah, thank you. Well, I have these little flappy rabbit ears on because it is OHHOW, which is 100 hours of writing. It's not 100 hours this time, but this is a raid train that has been going since Friday. Thank you so much for the follows. Much love. It is a raid train that has been going since Friday. It is called the Weekend of Writing Wildly. So a lot of people who write, they write a lot and they try to get in all the words. So, yeah, thank you guys for joining in. I love the ears. Oh, thank you. Yes, I try to... Okay, I never do this right. I try to put on these floppy ears sometimes. People love the ears. And the thing is, I honestly almost forgot where these were, and I tried to find them in time. And I was like, I'm just going to wear the little stationary ones. But I looked for them so hard earlier, and I finally found them, so I'm so glad I found them again because they're so fun. Little flappy ears. Getting all the words. Yes, Wordy Girl, of course, getting all the words. It's in the name. But yes, I know if you are tired and you are ready to take off the cosplay, feel free to leave or lurk or whatever you need to do for your post-stream care. Do your bio break, do your food, do your rest, because I know you've been streaming since last night. So yes, God bless, much success, sending prayers, love, and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by, and thank you so much for the very generous raid. Much love to you. I'm gonna have to check out that VOD as soon as possible. And yes, I hope you have a blessed rest. Thank you so much again. Shout out to Assassinator Stuff, a lovely streamer who does like a PNG tuber sometimes, a VTuber sometimes, but then also started recently showing face on cam as well and doing cosplay apparently. So do check out Steph. For those of you who are still sprinting, we have 14 minutes and 24 seconds left on the sprinting clock. If you're just chilling out and hanging out, you can do that too. You don't have to write to chill out here. We're just chilling out. We can chat as well. We have this very nice and chill treehouse that we're in. It's quite rainy here and very tranquil, so if you just want to hang out in the peaceful area, you can. Una Quintista is here. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am working with a new idea when I should be getting ready for mass. Oh no. Well, I hope you're able to get some quick ideas down and then you can, you know, go to mass. But I know how that is because sometimes when the ideas are in your brain, you're just like, write it down, hurry up, write it down. Sometimes if you can do it, you can take a voice memo maybe and sort it out later. Sometimes when I'm getting ready, I'm just like, so-and-so. This will be for future me to understand what I'm saying. Because I need to get the idea out, especially if it's like a song idea, then I like hum it into my phone. Sometimes I've been at work and I get a song idea in my head and I'm like, oh no, customers around. Let me go in this aisle and just quietly say, because I know I'm gonna forget that tune when I get off work. Historical Mustache, welcome in. How are you? Your username is amazing. JK says, welcome Raiders. I'd love to hear about the new idea, says JK. Una says, I'm starting to hear about it this week. Finally found a good iPhone charger, but it's arriving tomorrow. Oh no. What percentage is your phone at? Because that's annoying. Dev on the grass. Dew on the grass. Dew on the grass. Welcome in. Good morning. Well, happy time zone to you. How are you? Welcome in. Last week, says Una. Yeah, technically. It just became Sunday for some people. It's literally dead. Oh no. So you just have your computer then. Oh no. You're going to work tomorrow. Ah. Is there any person that you can borrow a charger from? Or do you have a vehicle where you can go to one of those like cafes that have charging ports? Or if you don't have a vehicle, are you within walking distance of a place where you could go and get your phone charged temporarily? If these options cannot work, it's okay. It's understandable, but I just thought I should suggest these things just in case you didn't think of them. Unfortunately, no, my mom's charger isn't compatible with mine. Oh. Do you also some phones have the wireless charging where you can sit it down on a charger thing? You can't go with a dead phone, drat. Oof. Apple, my beloved, says Dew on the grass. Yes, I would say I'm not an Apple person either, unfortunately. I really don't care for Apple like that, but I know a lot of people do like the iPhones and the Apple products. I don't personally have Apple products. JK says, wahaha, yeah, exactly. Some people who love Apple products and have Apple products are still annoyed by them, so that's understandable. Everything has its own pain points. The only reason I got the iPhone was for pictures, as I use it for food photography. Yeah, that sounds really good. And that's very on brand for you with your culinary novels that you write. Me when I'm God casting man out of Eden. Oh, goodness. Well, what I will say is I think that I know some people say iPhone has a lot of good, like, camera and stuff. I feel like I take quite decent pictures with an Android. I can't I can't actually say that they're best, but I will say that I do take quite good pictures with Android. I also have an actual camera. Like, I have a Nikon, I had a Canon camera and stuff like that. So, yeah, but I do hear that iPhone is such a good camera quality that a lot of people get it just for that, which is understandable. Please pray it works, you guys, because I can't have a dead phone. Yes, I hope that it works. I do pray that your phone works, that your charger comes on time, hopefully in time. If you were able to get expedited shipping, hopefully before you have to be at work. On the bright side, I finished chapter 25 of 30 of my pastry chef's rivals novel last weekend. Nice. Desdemona says, there is a phone specifically made for photography, and I forgot what it's called, but it's hard to find in America. Oh, wow. I will have to look that up. That's an intriguing thing. Alright, we have 9 minutes left in the sprint if you guys want to join in the final sprint there. Also, if you would like to join the Discord server, you can feel free to. That is my Discord, not the OHHOW Discord, where we are sprinting and stuff like that. So even after OHHOW, we have been doing sprints all month for spring camp, but we also do sprints all year round because a lot of people have productivity times that they want to do some co-working even when people aren't on streams, and we hang out in the Discord. There's also like role-playing and creative rooms where you can display all the fun stuff you do. There's so many things you can do in the Discord, so feel free to join if you like. JK says, we'll lurk in the chat. All right, well, God bless, much success. Sending prayers, 11 hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by, and I do hope that your phone charger works. Desdemona says, I'll have to see if I can find it. I was hanging out in the macro photography Reddit and was brought up. Ooh. Yes, if you find it, you can feel free to link. We allow links here if you like. JK says, oh, and happy Indie Author Month to my fellow Indie Author friends. Nice. Kofi Streambot is also in the chat to let you know that if you do donate while I'm live, fun things can happen. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing, Indie Author Month. Thanks for that. Happy Indie Author Month to you as well. OMG, I'm 1 follower away from 330 on my author newsletter on Ko-fi. Nice. Congratulations. Des says it was this one. Okay. Let's see it. Vivo X300 Pro. It's a phone that has like lenses that can be attached to it and stuff. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, well, I will definitely have to look into that, but I see that it looks very expensive. I don't know how much it costs, but it looks super expensive. Thanks for sharing anyway, though. Ooh, wait, that's so neat, says Dew on the Grass. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is probably very easy to scratch because of how that camera lens looks. We got 5:55 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. I don't think they were cheap. Yeah, I doubt. And I would wonder how a case for that would look. Because, yeah. I try to be careful with my phones, but I keep ending up dropping them and stuff. Chaka says, wow, super fast typist. You are a wordy girl. My old man hands are too big for any keyboard. That's okay. A lot of people say I type very fast. I've been typing quite a lot. What's the point of a camera phone if you have to treat it like a camera anyway? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At that rate, you could probably just, like, you know, get a regular camera. It might be cheaper, actually. I don't know, but yeah, exactly. I feel like, yeah, that's gonna make it, like, so delicate. After the ads, if you are in an ad, exclamation point ads, exclamation point back to let me know that you're back. But I'm going to tell you guys a story that you may have heard before about a camera. Alright, you guys should be back from the ads. If you're back, welcome back. We got 3:16 on the clock for all you sprinters out there. When Do says, what's the point of a camera phone? And Chaka says, the point of a camera phone is its front. Yes, that was a very funny joke. Also, you guys were in an ad, but you are back. If you're back, welcome back. Des says, I managed to break my OtterBox case. I keep a spare house key in it, which is probably why it broke. Oh my goodness, that's something. But I will say, here's what happened. With my phone, I have a phone. I mean, I've gotten phones. But I did have a case on my phones, but then it seems like every time that I just don't have a case, for some reason I accidentally end up dropping the phone on the ground. Like when I get out of the car and my phone falls onto the ground and then it cracks. Like the screen always cracks. There was a time period where every single time I got a phone, that same thing happened and it cracked. And it was because I always had the same wallpaper. Whenever the wallpaper, somehow it cracked. It became a joke. But I don't have that wallpaper anymore, and my phone isn't cracked anymore, so I'm glad about that. It wasn't really the wallpaper that caused it, but that's just a funny thing. Anyways, about a camera, there was a time where we were in a plaything, and I was going to take a group picture of the cast. We didn't have my, I didn't bring my tripod. So I was just going to do it. And then one of the guys said, no, you have to get in the picture too. I'll do it. And I'm like, okay. And this was when I had my Nikon camera. I have a Canon now. But I had my Nikon camera and I gave it to him. And he took the picture and it was a great picture. And then immediately he just dropped the phone, camera. And the lens dented. And yeah, no, it was very annoying. It broke. And I was just like, he was like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it was quite expensive. I had to get a new one though. But that was interesting. That's why I'm a little bit hesitant about giving people cameras. I know he meant well. I was trying not to make him feel bad, but I was just like, yeah. I would join in on the sprint, but I gotta get ready for church. Be lurking though. Thank you so much for the lurk, Heather. God bless. Much success, sending prayers, love and hugs your way always. I appreciate you stopping by, and I hope that church goes well. And Jake says, crazy commercials, barely not naked models for perfume. Bah, I actually liked the Caesar's Pizza commercial more. Interesting. Yeah, sometimes they show interesting ads to us. Thank you so much for enduring the ads, though. But if you do have Twitch Turbo, you don't get to see ads for any streamer. Or if you subscribe to this channel, then you won't see ads when you're with me. So I do appreciate those who are subscribed, and I appreciate those who subscribe to Twitch Turbo. But if you don't, I thank you for enduring the ads, because it still does help the platform and the streamer. Time is up for that. How did you guys do that sprint? Let me know in the chat. I did get disrupted by the raid, so I'm not sure how many words I got in. Let's see. 76 new words. That's still good. That's better than I thought. Alright, everybody, Desdemona Rose is still our word count mod. Let us know how many minutes and words you did that sprint. And if you would rather not in Twitch, you can still do so at the OHHOW Discord in the Add My Words Please channel. Achakis says, recently bought a new phone, was just over 200, so I also got the most protective phone cover for it, even though it was overpriced. Yeah, understandable, because when you get a big phone like that, a very expensive phone like that, you kind of want to, you know, make sure that it stays safe. But yeah, we're gonna use the rest of this time to chill out a bit and chat a bit. How did you OHHOW folks do, and what kind of fun shenanigans have you gotten up to in your projects? If you are part of Game of Tomes, or if you are an OHHOW bean who has been waiting for the end of the stream to report your minutes and words, it is time for that right now. I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna place this in the chat for everyone.
Hey, yoo-hoo! Look at me!
If you are lurking for the workin', please do feel free to report all your words and minutes, Tome Knights. Also, who are reporting for Game of Tomes, before the stream ends, please do make sure to report your words. Dew on the Grass says, I think I just finished editing my SCP. It's ready for public consumption at under 800 words. Interesting. Nice. Now, how much of that have you done during this stream? Let us know in the chat so Desdemona Rose can know how many of those words to count towards this stream. Final counts. Final counts. Now, did I finish all my about 40 words of change? Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for the 40 words from Dew on the Grass. Did I finish my prompts? No, but I just have 4 left, and I might be able to... Tested has redeemed another tea time. Thank you so much. Which one would you like me to do? I don't know if we'll be ready in time for... the stream before we have to raid, but oops. We're right now having the mango. So do you want the pineapple, the peach, or the pomegranate? I will try to have it during the next stream after we that's okay, it's for you to have more later if you want. Oh, thank you. Which one do you want me to have later? Pineapple sounds fun. Alrighty, I will indeed try to have the pineapple tea, and in the next stream I will try to let you guys know how it tastes. This is very mild, like it tastes very much like green tea. I can taste a hint of something fruity like mango, but it's not exactly super overpowered mango flavor. And Chaka says, oh, I forget if I ever told here before, there is a video short that demonstrates biblical evidence based on word count. It is 58 seconds. Shall I share it, or maybe you can show it? Well, you can share it in the chat. I won't show it on stream right now, but you can share links. You can share links. People can share links in my chat. As long as you are nice, handsome co-hosts will be nice to you. But feel free to share the link in the chat if you so please. Do says, what is biblical evidence? Yeah, I have no idea what you mean either. So, feel free to share in the chat. If people want to watch it, they can. I won't show it on stream, though. It's going to be a bit, and before we rate the next person, let's see who the next person is. It's Talon! No, it's not. It's Aldous. It's Aldous! Talon is a chat mod here. Evidence of something in the Bible, if I recall correctly. Yes, that's what I figured, but it was a very generic statement, of course. Cater Nader says, do I need to submit my words now? Sorry, I had on mute. Yes, you do. Please submit words now. I did a last call for submitting words. Please do, Cater Nader. Okay, I'm totally certain you will love this because you have a brain that is capable of see it. Understandable. I will try to check it out when I can. Thank you for sharing. Desdemona says yes. Cater Nader says 300 words, 10 minutes of editing. Great job. Aldous is here. Aldous is getting ready. My little drop in the bucket for the weekend. That is quite a good drop in the bucket. Congratulations. Does anybody else have any more words? Please do. Let me see. I've never done this before. So, okay, I've used the announcement channel thing. It doesn't show in the chat, but it shows right here. And I can pin it. Bring out final words, please. Bring out final words, please. That also includes productivity minutes. Righty. We urge checking something out. Cater Nader says, oh, and another 5 minutes of research. Productivity. Great. Desdemona, that is a total of, for Cater Nader, we have the 300 words and now 15 minutes of editing instead of 10. Cater Nader has added on an extra 5. Achika says, actually, it's an understatement. I say not only evidence, but incontrovertible proof. Interesting. Do says, proof of what? Desmona says, currently the stream is at 2,525 words. That's 25. Nice. And 50 minutes. Great job. That's a fun word count. It sure is. But guess what? If you still have words to report, please don't hold them back just because it is a fun word count at 25. Please do let those words loose in the chat so that Des can add to the total word count if you so have words and minutes to report. And we have about 5 minutes before we raid Eldiskin. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you guys for chilling out, chatting, for working, for the lurking, for the tea, and all that jazz. Ooh, interesting. Yes, I will check that out, Chakis, I will. Thank you for the interesting insights. Let's see. So, how is that, thank you so much for being here. Tested, how is the draft coming, the outlining coming along? Have you figured out which one is the chosen one yet? Thank you. Dew on the grass as well. I think some other people did also mention what they were working on specifically, but I don't remember. I only remember Tested talking about the incident and, I mean, what was it called? The, what was it? Expose. Just the one word. Not yet, I don't think I will until way later, but I'm back to writing. Well, I'm glad you're back to writing. Yeah, trials, no. I was talking the random word you remembered, and you were like, what does this mean? If Tara is still around, have you put up your world, Anvil World? The new worlds you were working on with the characters? I'm sure that probably gets a lot of words, or at least some productivity minutes. If not, I will just let you guys know what I was working on. Like I said earlier, I was working on some prompts that are from the Lit Games, part of Game of Tomes, but they were set in my current World of Secret Agent Someone, which is my spy agent world. So I had fun hopping through different characters' perspectives and different internal monologues. I was hopping from internal monologues to dialogues to external omnipotent omnipresent narrator where it's just like everybody, you see everything, and then I was also doing some, I mean, well, I didn't do poetry this time, I didn't, but I have click snooze on that ad because we were about to raid in like 2 minutes. I am going to try to do more poetry soon. I just know that the poetry has me more stopping and thinking than actually typing. I wanted you guys to have the clicky keyboard ASMR. Alright, so let's just make sure that Aldous is up. And I believe that I will, yep, Aldous is up. I believe that I will be the word count mod for Aldous now. So we're gonna check out Aldous Kin. Aldous Kin is quite an awesome streamer as well. Another writer, streamer, Anvilite as well, who loves to read and write World Anvil articles. Let's see, there we go. So we are going to start that raid. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and please do copy this raid chant that Handsome Co-host has put in the chat if you come along with us for the lovely ride of the OHHOW raid train. Let us know that the raid train is going on. Check into Aldous Kin by copying that raid chant and throwing it in the chat. Oh, how wow, what a raid. Because this is the weekend of writing around wildly from OHHOW, which is 100 hours of writing. So, God bless, much success, sending prayers, love and hugs your way always. I appreciate you all stopping by. Thank you guys so much, and much success with your projects. Let's say hi to Aldous Kin. Bye!